Hi everyone, today we're talking about free stocks for 2019. Now these free stocks I'm planning, well, I have potential to own these stocks somewhere along the line going into 2019. Um, as always, there could be other stocks that could pretty much jump into my portfolio. Like so far this year, I didn't expect that I'd be buying Monster shares, and I bought Monster shares. I wasn't really planning on buying FedEx this year, and when there's a $60 discount on FedEx, then obviously I'm going to be diving in. Same on Monster. There was about $15 dip on per share on Monster, so it was really good opportunity to be buying into that stock. So if them opportunities do come up this year or into 2019, then obviously there's going to be the opportunities that I'm going to be taking. For example, one right now, eBay is definitely one that I'm looking at, but I'd have to readjust my portfolio to pretty much get that into my portfolio because I don't want to go too tech heavy, for example. But like I said, the free stocks that I'm going to mention aren't definite purchases. They're just free stocks I'm watching very closely, and I would like to at some point potentially make a move into that stock whenever the right point would be. Each stock has a different reason why I'm looking at potentially getting into that stock, and I'll go through them. But I'm not going to go as I would normally do. I would normally show the potential revenue increase, the EPS increase on this video. I'm just going to talk about reasons, and you can go research these stocks if you want. But the three stocks that I have picked are pretty well-known, common stocks that I think everyone has a good insight on at the moment. So number 3, I'm going to start with this one first. There's one main reason why I picked this stock. That is Disney. Disney, obviously a great brand. I always like to pick really good brands, strong brands. Low PE, dividend, and as well revenue increasing, EPS increasing. And the big move that Disney are making going into next year is they are setting up their own online media service like Netflix. And when you look at the titles that Disney own and the potential that they can pull these from Netflix and pretty much say to everyone else you're not having them, is quite scary. So Disney for me, with that potential move, is a really good potential buy to go at. You look at Netflix and the money that they make from what the service they provide, and then you consider that pretty much Disney has most of these already made. Then Netflix spends like I think it's 8 billion or something a year just to produce these shows. And Disney can pretty much just turn around and go, oh, we've already made Marvel Avengers, or we just stick that on. And the amount of sports company as well and TV channels that Disney own and already like producing all these shows is quite incredible, really. And if I was a Netflix shareholder, I would definitely be worried. Disney for me, with this potential for this online media site, which I think is due to be released in May. I'm not 100% sure if that date is correct, but I think it is May. It's down to be released in 2019. Definitely a very good one to be watching in my opinion. It had a very good run over the last couple of days, and it had a little bit of a sell-off with its earnings miss. But definitely a stock that I'm watching because of that reason going into 2019. If you watch my channel a lot of the time, you'll know the history I have with this company. It's a company that I've held for a while. I sold it because I got fed up of the swings, but it's a stock that I really want to get back into. The reason why is because I think it's really been hurt with the trade war. It hasn't had a very good year. I think at the first half of last year it actually had a really good run. It slowed down the second half of the year, but now because of the trade war, even though this company's growing, it's just unbelievable, and the amount of things that it's doing. I remember I went to see a movie like 2 weeks ago, Mission Impossible, and I was like, oh, Alibaba movies or whatever it was, production came on. I was like, wow, these guys are everywhere now. So they just invested in like so many things, and the growth potential of just Alibaba is scary, and say it hasn't grown at all really this year because it's been affected by the trade war. It was a bargain last year at that price, and now because of the trade war, it's kept it there, and the growth carries on, and it's just not moved. It's really undervalued stock, in my opinion. I think it's sitting about 170 107 or something, 178 right now. But I think it's a stock that has the potential to go to 240 in my opinion. So definitely a good long-term hold on that stock. My top one, I did consider Visa. Visa's a great company, but I've got PayPal, so I don't really have Visa and PayPal in my portfolio. I did consider Adobe again. Adobe, great growth stock, a little bit of a fair value stock now. I don't think it's undervalued as much. The opportunity was to get in was about when it was back down at 240-ish. But my number one stock is a stock that I talk about all the time on this channel. And my number one stock is Google. Now, Google is just growing everywhere, a bit like Alibaba. The YouTube side of it, the advert side of it, is still a big chunk. I think it's 60%. But you look at where Google's going and where it's trying to go. It is my favourite FANG stock. I do currently hold Facebook, which is a FANG stock. But the reason why I hold Facebook is because it was on a dip. I don't have I'm a long-term investor, but I think the target I have on won't be that long-term for Facebook. Google, it's just a stock that I'd like to hold for a very long time. Like Microsoft that I've had for a long time now, over a year, 2 years. Like Microsoft, it's just a stock that I've held for so long. Dividend's really good, but obviously Google don't pay a dividend, but it's a stock that I just see growing so much. And overall, guys, those are the 3 stocks I'm watching very closely into 2019. 3 really good, strong stocks. Obviously 2 a little bit techy, whereas Disney, you could say it's kind of going into the tech sector now, but you won't class it as a tech company. It's entertainment, isn't it? So yeah, 3 strong stocks right there. And we'll see what happens for the rest of the year, but potentially you might see these 3 pop up on the channel very soon. So guys, give the video a like and I'll see you on the next video.